Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Mxgp3 here on this channel. Now in today's episode we got the results of the vote, whether we stay in the current team or go with the official team. Now thank you to everyone that took part, voting in the comments on Twitter and Facebook. I really appreciate that. Now it was a pretty one-sided vote and the winner was the official team. So we're going to be choosing a official team, but what I was going to do guys, I'm going to try and use an official team with a bike that we haven't tried out yet, because we have tried a few of the others in the custom team. So it's going to be between probably a Yamaha team, a TM Racing team and the Honda. And we've got two decent offers from Honda and TM Racing, so that's good. Which one should we go with? Actually, I think I'll go with the TM Racing team because they've only got one rider. So we're going to go with that official team, so that's good. But we will be doing some more voting during the walkthrough, so don't worry, guys. Plus, guys, I've been testing out the online multiplayer as well. So you'll see a few videos coming out alongside some of these episodes. They're with no commentary. Also, I will be setting up some online championships, which you can join in with very soon on a live stream maybe, and I will do this over the course of the season. So I hope you join in, guys. I hope you keep liking the videos. Please keep giving them a big thumbs up and commenting. Right, let's get straight into the race, guys. So here we go. Can you believe it, guys? It's actually not raining. That's unbelievable. Right, let's get straight to the qualifying session and try and put in some good times. Right, so here we go on another lap. Not having the greatest time on this qualifying session, and that's a surprise because normally a little bit better in the dry. It's just because I keep on taking a little bit of a risk going into some of these corners with some of the other riders in qualifying, and I've come off a few times and that's cost me quite a bit of time. But hopefully we can have a good run on this lap and put a time in. I'm hoping to at least get top 5, but I haven't made any adjustments on this bike yet, as I'm still just trying to get the grips of it. It doesn't feel too bad, but if I make any adjustments, I will let you know, guys. And also, what I was going to do, guys, once we've gone through most of the MX2 season, I will pick my favourite bikes out of all the ones I've tried, and I will do a few setups for those that keep asking about what settings I use. A lot of people have been giving me a lot of tips about what settings to use. Oh God, made a mistake there. For what settings to use for the wet and in the dry. Thank you so much for that. It's helped so much. All the tips you give me, I really do listen to them, guys. I read all your comments. I try and also reply to all of them as well. So I do appreciate the support that I've had so far on this series. This is going to be quite a big series. Like I said, I work all the way through the MX2 season onto the GP bikes. We'll be doing some of the other game modes. Plus, like I said at the start of the video, we will be doing some online as well, some championships, just random racing in a live stream, just having a bit of fun. I'm actually liking the game. There is a few glitches here and there that they need to fix, but on the whole, I think it's a much improved game from Mxgp2. But like I've said to a few people in a few comments, and I've just set pole position. Unbelievable. Right, we'll just jump in and see if that'll stay. Yeah, like I said to a few people in the comments, I'm going to wait until I've played the game a bit more, once we get onto the bigger bikes, tried all the tracks, some of the other game modes and the online, and then I'm going to give you a better review and opinion on the game. But so far I'm liking, and it looks like that's going to stay. Oh my God, nearly a second quicker than everyone else. But I think that's only because it's dry. I'm not that quick in the wet. In the wet races, I was struggling like hell. Right, let's get straight into the first race and hopefully get a good result. Right, so here we go with the first race, and it's still dry, so I'm feeling positive. I haven't made any adjustments to the bike as we got pole position without making adjustments. And also, guys, I'm going to do the second race in first person because loads of you keep asking for that, and I do read all your comments, so that's what we're going to do for the second race. Right, let's see if we can get the whole shot. Let's see if we can get a good start. And, oh, that wasn't too bad, but no, I don't think I'm going to get the whole shot. No, I'm not going to get into that corner before the other riders, and I've been pushed back a bit. But that wasn't a bad start. So let's see if we can get a good scrub there. Just try and go on the outside so we don't get taken off on the inside, because that is such a tricky corner. Once you start off and there's a lot of riders, it's best to try and take the areas where you're not going to get knocked off. And we managed to get a good line through there, and we're into the lead. Let's just try and hold it. Let's take the inside line, and we've got a rider going on the inside. Oh god, went right next to Hurlings there, but managed to stay on. You've got to be so careful. He did take me off twice in qualifying, and he was really hacking me off because he just seemed to be on the same laps every time I came in and out the pit, which was really frustrating. Right, we're taking him in the inside there. Let's just try and hold it. He's going to go tight in the inside. Let's go on the outside, try and get a good momentum and a good drive. No, didn't get a decent speed through there, but I'm finding this TM on the stand setup isn't too bad, and I've mucked up there. That wasn't, oh, I shouldn't have done the scrub there. I didn't come out of it quick enough, and that's cost us a bit of time, but managed to recover a little bit through there, and I'm back into P3. Right, let's just try and back off the accelerate there so we can drop nicely to get a nice turn into that section there. Right, just try and hold it, and just try and keep up the two riders. And almost got taken off. Brian, what the bloody hell are you doing? Be careful. Right, let's just try and take him in inside. I thought it was going to take me off there, but I managed to stay on. Don't you dare run into me. One thing I did notice, guys, racing on multiplayer and online, when people have it on collisions, a lot of people were just purposely running you off the bikes. A bit of a shame, but I think what I might do if I host some race, I'll turn collisions off. It's up to you guys. I mean, some people prefer to have it on, and if you're with friends which you know are going to race fair, it's not too bad, but on the public servers it's an absolute nightmare. But you will see some races, like I said, alongside some of these episodes. I hope you enjoy them. Right, so we've managed just to get away there, and we're back into the lead, coming towards the end of this first lap. And let's see if we can set the sort of times we were running in qualifying. So we hit a 1:34 something in qualifying, and we've just done a 1:35. Don't go off circuit. So that's not bad for the first lap. Let's just see if we can maintain that sort of pace, and it still looks good conditions. So it doesn't look like we're going to get any rain in this race at all, which is absolutely amazing. And some races that we have been a part of, where it started off okay at the start of the rain, and then the rain. It started okay weather-wise at the start of the race, and then during the race the rain starts bucketing down, and then I started to struggle a bit because you haven't altered your bike for the wet. So during the race you just have to put up with what you've got. Right, so let's just try and hold it nice and tight into that section, keep it nice and smooth, and just try not to overdo it, just backing off the throttle there, just try and keep it nice and tight and just get a good drive. Sometimes it's good just to pull in the clutch slightly there, just to give it a bit of a rev up and get it a nice boost out those turns and get a nice air time over that section. This is very tricky through here, and again I came off there twice in qualifying. I always find that section really difficult. You've got to be so careful. Literally, it's probably best just to back off the throttle and just try and just get over there without too much throttle, because sometimes if you don't get it right, it does kick you off. Right, let's get a nice turn into this section. Got a nice jump there. That's good. Keeping it nice and steady, and we are still flying high here, so we're doing really well. Let's just try and keep it nice and smooth into that turn. Looking behind us, and we are starting to pull away, so this is a good run here. And I always thought in the dry would stand a bit more of a chance, and we've just set a 1:33.3. Oh my god, almost a second quicker than our qualifying time, so we're absolutely flying. So we're picking up speed here, so we're actually running faster than qualifying. Like I said, it's really weird, this game. Sometimes the races run slower than qualifying, some run faster, but at this point we're running quicker than qualifying, so we're absolutely flying. So that's awesome. Let's see if we can carry on doing that towards the end of the race, and I think the second race will be a lot more challenging, as I'm going to be doing it in first person, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather doesn't change, because that has happened a couple of times where you get two races like we did in the previous episode in two different weather conditions. But I don't think with the fact there's clear skies it's going to rain, and I've just made a mistake there, got away with that. You've got to be so careful into that turn. That was a little bit too tight. That was my own mistake, but let's just try and keep it steady. We're coming towards the end of this third lap, so hopefully we will take maximum points. Keep it nice and smooth through there. Didn't pull back that time, so managed to get through there okay. Right, we haven't got far to go, and we should be okay. Oh god, I mucked that. I couldn't Oh, looking at the crash sign, looks like Hurlins has just crashed, and I think he was just behind me, so that's going to give me the opportunity to pull away even more. So there you go, nice through there, couple more corners, and we should take maximum points in this first race. And also, guys, I want to say I had to buy a 450 for the online because a lot of people race on the 450s, and I bought the KTM, and oh my dear Lord, guys, how much quicker they are on this game than MXGP 2. There is a big difference, and you jump so much higher. So there you go, guys, we take maximum points in the first race. I must admit, guys, that bike was definitely one of my favourites so far since I played the game. It was so steady. I didn't make any adjustments, but it felt so comfortable. You should try it. Right, let's get into the second race, and now in first person. Right, so here we go with the second race, and it's gone really cloudy, but it's still not raining. So fingers crossed it stays like that. But like I said, the weather changes so randomly on this game. It was clear skies in the first race. I don't know what the timescales are between the races on this game, but bloody hell. Right, that's not a bad start. Can we just get in? No, it doesn't look like we're going to get the whole shot this time, and we've been forced out wide. I felt a bit of contact there as well, and we've dropped down into 6th place, but let's just try and keep it nice and steady. There's a lot. Oh, here comes the flipping rain. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Right, so it's raining now, so this is going to make it a lot harder around this circuit, and this circuit's not easy in the wet. Right, just got to try and just keep it nice and steady, and just try and keep with the leader in this race. Let's try and take an inside line. Oh no, that's taking us outside, because this is the thing, because I haven't made the adjustments which probably would have helped in the wet. So we're on the standard setup, and I'll tell you what, it feels different. It just feels a little bit difficult already, guys. It feels a little bit tougher to get turned in. Yes, it's understeering a lot in these conditions. So there you go, guys. I think the changing the setup for the weather conditions does make a difference, and like I said, I've been reading your tips and I've tried a few of the things that were suggested, and they do work in the different conditions. But obviously I didn't think it was going to rain in the second race, so I didn't order anything, and that could prove to be difficult. And it stopped raining, but it's still very, very thick black clouds up above, so I'm expecting that rain to probably fall at some point again, and we're sitting in third position. We've got to just try and stay steady here, try not to lose too much ground on the two in front, and just try and hopefully in the next couple of laps try and push it a little bit more. But I'm trying to be really careful because it's so much easier to come off. Oh god, I thought it was going to come off there in these conditions, and again I thought it was going to come off circuit, and we've dropped down to 4th. We are really struggling here. Right, let's just try and get past into 3rd place, keep it nice and steady again. That's really difficult through there, and down comes the rain again, and I'm losing ground on the two in front. Oh my dear Lord, I am absolutely fluffing my lines here in Germany in the wet. I need to get better in these conditions. Right, let's just try and keep it nice and tight through there. And I was looking at the races coming up, guys, and I'll tell you what, some of the circuits coming up, especially one of the circuits in front, yeah, I think it was one of the French circuits, looks extremely difficult. From what I've seen on YouTube, some other people's videos, they've struggled around there, especially in these conditions. So fingers crossed that we get some more points on the board, because we don't want to lose too many points in those sort of races. And I think there's two really difficult ones in Italy coming up as well. So we have got some really tough races coming up in this MX2 season. Right, still struggling to keep up with the two leaders, and our last time was so much slower than the times that we were setting in the dry, so it does slow you down quite a bit. Right, that wasn't too bad through there. Let's just try and close down and at least take one of these positions in this lap. And again, struggling to turn the bike into those sharp turns. Right, let's just slow it down a little bit sooner, get it turned in. Now, that was a little better. I used a bit more brake into that turn just to slow the bike down, but not too much to the bike, so you come off the bike, because you can just slide off quite easily. Oh, he went wide there. Let's take that position, and we're up to 2nd. Oh god, I thought he was going to run into me, but managed to get through there, and we're behind the leader. But let's just keep an eye on that bike behind us so he doesn't run us off into this section. This is tough. Oh god, I managed to shoot through there nicely, and we're in the lead again. But looks like Hurlins is quite close behind me, so I've got to be careful and maybe take a wider line in this turn. No, he didn't catch up with me there, so I managed to hold that corner there. Let's just keep it. Oh god, going off circuit there. Don't come off here. Right, just get through there okay. Yes, we managed to get away here. Hopefully we can hold it for another lap, but let's just try and be careful we don't make any mistakes. That wasn't too bad through there. Hurlins is still holding on to me in this race. He's right behind me. He's probably going to just push me a little bit more, and we managed to set a 1:37.5. That wasn't really quick, but compared to what we were doing in the dry, it's quite slow, but in these conditions that's a little bit better. Right, let's just try and keep it nice and tight through there, and I can still hear Hurlins quite close to me, so I'm not pulling away. This could be a real battle towards the end of the race, and it's starting to die down a bit. Let's just try and maintain our speed through that section, keep it nice and tight along this section, and just back off the throttle so we jump a little bit closer to the turn and we don't go too wide into that section, and we manage to get through there nice and quick. But Hurlins is probably going to take the inside here. Do we take the risk? No, let's go on the outside just in case. Yes, I knew he was going to go on the inside, and we probably avoid a crash there, which is a good thing. Right, let's try and take the wider line there, just try and just hold back. Oh, he went really wide. Right, let's take the position again. You've got to wait for them to see what they do in the turn. Sometimes it's the safest way not to get knocked off, and we took the inside line and we're taking the position back. Right, keep it nice and steady over there, backed off the throttle, kept it okay through there. We've managed to get away. That actually was probably the quickest we've been through that section, and we're coming towards the end of the circuit. Hopefully we can take another victory, but this one's been a lot harder, not just because we've been doing it in first person, because we made quite a few errors, and the conditions have really slowed us down. But this bike hasn't been too bad, but I definitely think it needs adjustment in these conditions for sure, because it understeers so badly. Right, again we've gone really wide trying to get it turned into that corner, but I think we've got enough distance between us and second, and we should take maximum points. Yes, we are. So there we go, guys, and we take a second victory. But that race was a lot more challenging than the first. Right, let's get straight into the standings, guys. So here we go. So we take maximum points in today's championship races, and I'll tell you what, guys, Germany is a good circuit. They've improved that track quite a lot. From what I can remember from Mxgp2, it runs really, really well. Even in the rain, yes, I was struggling with the bike, but overall the circuit runs really nicely, and it looks a little bit better on the scenery as well on that circuit as well. I'm really impressed. Right, let's get into what's coming next. So next up, guys, we've got Italy, and this circuit's extremely tough. I remember this one really well from Mxgp2, so I'm looking forward to that one. Also, guys, don't forget there'll be some online videos coming alongside these episodes as well, so please enjoy them as well, and I will see you very, very soon for the next episode in this walkthrough. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.